Well, hello, my algebros. We're on our second to last lesson when it comes to rational expressions. And we're going to start off this class doing a partner problem when you're in class. If you're absent today, make sure you come see me so I can give you that problem to do. All right, so we are now adding and subtracting rational expressions. And we're going to be looking at why would this be any different than regular fractions? Well, you know what? It's not, right? It's not. Let's take a look. So let's remind ourselves how to add fractions. I know that if I have like 1/2 plus 1/16, the first thing I need to do is get the lowest common denominator, right? Our LCD. And we can know that this would be 16. And then to get the common denominator, I have to manipulate or get an equivalent fraction. So what I multiply to the bottom to get that 16, I also multiply to the top. So I get 8/16 plus 1/16. And then I add the numerators, which is the top of a fraction. So 8 plus 1 is 9. My answer is 9/16. And the reason why it's 9/16 is because I cannot simplify this fraction. Okay? Nice little refresher course. Let's move on to now high school fractions that have lots of fun letters in them. So if I have 2 3 times n and 1 3n and 7 3n, these are all, they already have a lowest common denominator of 3n. And the first half of your practice all has the lowest common denominator taken care of for you. Now we either add or subtract our numerators, and this is 2 plus 1 plus 7, which is 10. 10 over 3 times n, and this cannot be simplified, so we're done, and we box our answer out. Let's look at something that you can try on your own. Go ahead and try this, and then check your work. All right, so we have 8 plus 8 minus 1 is going to be 15 over 5n. And then if I factor this, I know that 3 times 5 is 15, so I can factor out or just reduce by 5, getting 3 over n. And all of these samples, by the way, are on your assignment. Let's take another look at number 4. On this one, I have n squared over n minus 3 minus 9 over n minus 3. Again, it has a lowest common denominator already taken for us, so all we have to do is add or subtract. And this says that it's n squared minus 9. And because we have that lowest, our LCD, we just put it over our LCD. Now, to simplify, we should see that the top number is a difference of 2 squares. So we do n plus 3, n minus 3, and we get to cancel out that n minus 3, and our final answer is n plus 3. Lots of fun, right? Okay, I want to go through one of the more difficult problems on your homework. So let me just back it up a little bit here. Probably going to write from scratch for you. So on this one, this is the last problem on the second side where it's not giving you the lowest common denominator. So you have to get them, right? In order to get the lowest common denominator, you factor out your polynomials. So when I factor out a 3 term, I use X box. So 2 numbers that multiply to be -9 and add to be 8 are going to be 9 and -1, right? And I go ahead and I write those factors out. I have x plus 9 and x minus 1 all over the number that we already have there, right? And we need to get a common denominator on this side. Well, I already have the x plus 9, so all I have to do is have it be multiplied by x minus 1. And what I do to the bottom of a fraction, I do the top, right? So just like when I had the 1/2 and how it became 16ths as I multiplied the top and bottom by 8. Same thing here. We're just going to extend this, and now we have one common denominator, so I can extend this a little bit and look at what I will be adding to it. So it says that I'm subtracting all of this, right? Well, in order to evaluate this, I need to use my distributive property. So I'm going to go negative 2x times x is negative 2x. And negative 2x times negative 1 is positive 2x. Now I just combine my like terms because that's back to chapter 6, knowing how to work with polynomials. And I say I have 3x squared minus 2x squared gives me just an x squared, right? Because if I have 3 and I take away 2, that leaves me with 1. And then I have positive 7x and 2 more gives me 9x, right? All over this common denominator of x plus 9 and x minus 1. Now we're done, except I need to simplify to see, can I simplify? That's the big question here. And I check that by factoring. So my top, I'm going to go ahead and factor out an x. And I get x plus 9. Aha, we know we can factor out that x plus 9, right? So we go ahead and factor that out, and now our problem is in its lowest terms, and we have completed the last question of the homework. All right, see you in class. Remember, I have office hours every day at lunch. I'm here to help you. Bye.